Hey, what's up ladies and gentlemen, it's Coach Evans here. Hope you guys have been doing well. In this video today, I want us to discuss why relationships and friendships nowadays lack that deep connection that our grandparents will tell us they used to have these friendships, they used to have these deep connections that we as young people are lacking at this point. And there's one thing I think we should not ignore, especially living in this time and age, is that we seem to be concentrated, we seem to be fixated on instant gratification. Let's say, for instance, you've just gone out on a date with a girl. You two, for some reason, have exchanged Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, or whatever other social media that you have. Back in the day when there was no texting, there was no social media, people used to call, talk to someone for a few minutes, and make a date. But nowadays, nobody calls anymore. They'll just pick up their phone, shoot a text, or just jump on that Snapchat, and hey, how you doing? How you been? So it's quick, it's easy. Again, it works at the moment. But does it really work for you to sustain those friendships, to sustain those relationships, to sustain those attractions in the long run? Here's what I've found out. When you get that text, when you get that Snapchat, it feels good. That euphoric experience that you have, again, it's there, it happens, but it's very short-lived compared to when you pick up that phone, give that person a call, and have a real conversation. Because there's something that a message with however much amount of emojis you might put in there fails to communicate, and that is emotion. And in order for us as human beings to connect, our emotions need to be engaged. But texting, again, excitement is going to be there, but is it going to last? Probably not. But when somebody gives you a call, and when she sees that you've called and she picks up that phone and she was waiting to hear from you, that is something that she'll remember for a long time. It will rouse up emotions, especially if she really likes you. And those emotions won't fade away as fast as what a text will be. Most people have experienced this. When they pick up that phone and make that call, those emotions are brought up way more intensely compared to when they receive a text. But why is it that most people don't do it? The reason why most people don't take this option is because we have insecurities that we try to hide behind social media. We don't feel as confident. We shoot a text or we shoot a Snapchat and expect like, hey, I'm not gonna put myself in a vulnerable position and make that call. What if she doesn't remember me? We don't allow ourselves to feel vulnerable, and hence we prevent that deep, intimate connection from happening. We fail to realize that those vulnerabilities, those things that we don't want to show people, are the things that we all have in common as human beings. We all have insecurities. We all have places where we don't feel as confident in. But those also happen to be the same places, the same things that human beings connect the most from. That is why things like Tinder, Bumble, or any other application that people use are so popular out there right now, is because they allow us to not expose our insecurities. Because again, we get that instant gratification. Somebody swipes right on you and you had swiped right on them earlier. You see that match. Again, those feelings of excitement just come and just bombard you, and it feels so good at the moment. But does it really last? Probably not. But what happens when you're out there doing your thing, going about your day, and you meet someone that attracts you, that you find sexy, you find attractive, you find beautiful, and you walk up to them, or they walk up to you, and you start a conversation? You have this human-to-human connection that stays there for a long time. It might be years down the line, and you will still think about this person you met, and you had a conversation, you created a friendship, or you just got to know each other as friends or dated for some time. You will remember those moments. You will remember those experiences more than you will remember that ping that goes on your phone, that notification that tells you, hey, you matched with someone, this person liked your profile, or whatever. But why do we go back to those? It's because we just want that feeling, that euphoric experience, that gratification now, without having to say, hey, why don't I just wait? And I see this quite a lot nowadays, where people in relationships will be Snapchatting all the time, texting throughout the day about how their day is going or how about their week is kind of unfolding. And what they fail to realize is that while they're quick to grab their phone and Snapchat and text message or send a picture, whatever the case might be, is that if they could just wait a little bit. Wait till when you get home and you see that other half, or you see your spouse or a girlfriend, and say, hey babe, I had this and that going on, instead of grabbing your phone and Snapchatting and sending it to him, or texting throughout the day. Because what happens is that you have these things that are happening throughout your day. They might be good, they might be bad, but you're communicating them throughout the day where you two are far away from each other. Other than you could do that in person and allow that person to connect with you and you to connect with that person on a deeper level where you're sharing experiences that are going on through the day. Or you might not even be seeing that person every day. Let's say, what happens if you're seeing that other person once a week? That's fine. Wait until when you see each other, wait until when you've made the day that you've made that date and you two are meeting, and talk about all that. First of all, it creates a whole lot of things for you to talk about and for you to stay connected and listening to the other person and the other person listening to you. Other than you talking and sharing all your experiences through social media or just virtually and not connecting in any human way, shape, or form. And that is what we should stop doing in this world that we live in. It's not something that just the younger generation is doing. You have seen this, even the older people doing this as well, where they think that it's the world we live in. We need to use social media to communicate in each and every way. No, social media is amazing for other things. But when it comes to human connection, please pick up that call, talk to that person on the phone instead of texting if you can. Do yourself and your partner a favor. Instead of you communicating throughout the day, just let those events build up. Let those excitements or bad things that are happening or good things that are happening just build up. And when you get home, just that will allow you to create that opportunity, that chance for you to sit down and have a conversation, a human-to-human interaction. Nothing virtually. I know our devices seem to be bringing the world very close to us, but at the same time, what it does is pushing everybody that's close to us very far away. So let's make a choice. Let's make a decision that every now and then, once a week, let's say, take your device, put it somewhere, or turn it off if you feel that you don't have that willpower. Turn it off. Go take a hike with a friend. Grab your girlfriend, say, hey babe, tonight is just gonna be you and I, and we're gonna drive somewhere, we're gonna leave our phones behind. And when you do that, you're not just leaving the phones behind, you're also leaving the entire world of garbage that we see through social media on a regular basis behind as well. And given the fact that both of you will choose to do that, you'll find that that connection that will happen between the two of you will be more intense, will be more impactful compared to when you, let's say, have your devices around you all the time, because that's going to distract you, not just from what you're supposed to do, but also from the time and attention you're supposed to give your partner. And also, practice of gratitude towards the people around us will allow us to see that I have people around me that are doing good. I have people around me that mean a lot to me. And that could be your spouse, could be your children, could be your family in general. It could be your co-workers. Because when you practice gratitude, you will allow yourself to see the good things in people. And by you seeing the good things in people, you will want to connect more and have that connection in a stronger way with other people so that you can also feel good more. Because at the end of the day, we are creatures that want to feel good as much as possible. That's all I have for you guys today, and if you have any questions, by the way, just put them down in the comment section below, and please subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys in the coming videos. Bye bye, have a nice one.